Hi ladies, it's Michelle McCotter here. I just wanted to make a quick video and show you real quick how I apply my jams. Now, it's pretty much the same way that Jamberry tells you how to apply your jams. I just do have a couple little tricks that I use to make sure that my jams aren't lifting at all and make sure I get that full 2 weeks, okay? What I'm applying today is First Frost. It's the December exclusive. It's beautiful. Hello, pretty. Anyway, I already did most of my fingers on this hand. If you'll notice, I do have the excess still on there because I always file after I'm done doing my whole hand. So now, beforehand, I did wash my hands in Dawn dish soap. That's really important. You want to make sure you don't have any extra oils. You want to make sure they're very clean. This adhesive does not like any kind of oil, so they won't stick to any oil or dirt or anything like that. So hands are super clean and super dry. You make sure you push back all your cuticles, okay? We don't want any cuticle. It won't stick to cuticle. It doesn't stick to skin. And then you want to make sure you wipe with an alcohol wipe, which I already did, okay? So that's done. So then you want to pick a wrap. I already know my sizes. So you want to pick a wrap that is a little bit smaller than your actual nail. Don't be afraid to leave a little bit of a gap. You don't want it touching any skin or cuticle because like I said, it won't stick to skin or cuticle. So anyway, you want to pull the wrap that you're going to use, I already know my sizes, like I said, off the sheet, and then you're going to heat it up. You don't want to touch the back. Like I said, they don't like any oils. So you don't want to touch the back. You can use tweezers or your orange stick to peel it off the sheet. You're going to heat it up with either your blow dryer or the handy little Jamberry heater. It's so quiet, cute. It's like almost only like the size of like an iPhone. It's so perfect. Anyway, you heat it up just for a couple seconds. See how it just kind of curled a little bit? That's it, okay? And then I'm actually going to touch the end because I'm going to file that part off anyway, okay? So you're going to lay it down the center of your nail very gently. You don't have to press at this point. As close to the cuticle as possible. And then you're going to press down the center, okay? Press down the center and then press down either side, okay? They're heat and pressure activated, so I'm going to make sure we get a good amount of pressure on there, okay? There we go. Now, this is one little trick that I do, okay? You don't have to do this, but I take these little scissors that come in the application kit, and I just cut just a smidge off the edge so that I'm actually showing a tiny gap in my nail on the edge of either side, okay? And then I don't cut down to the nail on the rest of the nail, but then I do cut a smidge, just a tiny little sliver off the edge, okay? That's just to make sure that my edges don't catch on anything, okay? Now you can't even tell. Now, this is another one of my little tricks, okay? I'm turning on my heater again, because I take a little baggie. You don't have to do these tricks. These just help me. These are things that I've noticed that help. And they add just very minimal time onto your application, so I do it. Anyway, you're going to wrap the baggie real tight around your finger, and we're going to kind of vacuum seal your jam on there. So you want to heat it up and just pay close attention to the tip. Okay, we're mainly just heating the tips. Just until it gets hot. You don't want to be burning yourself or anything crazy. Just until it gets warm. There we go. And see, I don't know if you can tell, but see how the tip kind of is wrinkly right there. That's exactly what I wanted, okay? So then I'm going to take my cuticle pusher and I'm just going to press down the edges to make sure I have a really super tight seal, okay? Press down the edges and all around, make sure I don't have any bubbles or bumpies, and make sure it's a super, super tight seal. Now, some of you may have a little bit of curvy nails. So one thing that you can do is when you have a little bit of excess, you can pull it this way and kind of bend and stretch, and that will help get out any bumps that you might encounter as well. Okay, last step. Well, the second to last step, sorry, my bad. I take a good file, a nice Jamberry rough file, and I file off the excess, okay, that we didn't trim all the way off. Don't be afraid to get in there. You're going to want to file in a 90-degree angle and down, okay? We don't want to go up. Don't ever go up, only down. And eventually all that excess excess is just gonna pop right off there, okay? And I do all my jams before I file because I want them to be nice and cool, okay? So, last step. Now this, of course, you don't have to do, but I get a nice gentle file. This is a glass file that you can get on like Amazon. And then what I do is I just gently file. See, this is not a 90-degree angle. I don't know, how can I figure out the angle here? There we go. I just gently file it. Just a little line, a little tiny edge off the tip of the jam. Now this helps so that we don't have any lifting at all. And you really get the full 2 weeks use when you use this method. You really do. I get very, very little, if any, lifting after 2 weeks. I could probably have my jams on for 3 weeks, but I usually want to change by then. So you can't even tell. Here, let me see if I can focus that really well. You cannot even tell that there are any gaps, okay? And I file the very thin edge off the tip. Is that focused? There we go. And that's that. That's how I apply my jams. Simple as pie. So I hope you guys try it and let me know how it works. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.